Hello, I am Bentham, and this is Avax Studio and Arumba, and welcome to Factorio MASA. MASA, we've got a new acronym.
Yes! The old acronym was rubbish. Had too many letters, by far.
Yeah.
We've
So
made it
Steve
more
and
efficient.
Shen basically had to do the whole two men enter, one man leave kind of scenario, and Steve came out just a little bit ahead because he equipped the chain sword and Shen equipped the bubblegum. Poor choice.
It can only be
Interesting,
one
though.
S.
Battle of the
I was-
S's? Is that what happened?
Unfortunately, I was well prepared due to the fact that I am a Highlander.
So yeah, how have you guys been? It's been a long time.
It's been such a long time, remember?
Well, not for
Yeah,
you and me,
but-
naturally, but it's been months, hasn't it? 6 months? More? I'm not even sure.
Something like that, yeah.
Have you guys been
Everyone's
playing?
been asking us to return. Actually, it's funny, it all sort of started, I think, with literally some guy. There was a guy called Some Guy on Twitter, and he tweeted us all and said, hey, you should, do a series again. We're like, yeah, we should.
Yeah. I mean,
Let's do
And then
that
the ball
thing.
started rolling,
Yeah,
and then
that's-
it stopped.
yeah.
Let's say
Fell in
let's
the
say that
ditch.
it was his idea then. Arumba and I have been talking about this for about 4 months.
Yeah, quite a while.
And why
But we
weren't
should
privy
really
to
get
this
everyone
conversation?
back together.
A reunion of sorts.
Who's still? Oh, you put
Autofill.
all of these things up there, have you?
I stole all the iron. It's mine now. You can't have any.
I was going to suggest that someone bring down one of the burners and pop it on the coal next to mine so that they feed each other and just constantly generate coal.
Okay,
I can do that.
I'll bring one over. Okay,
I think they're already taking one.
okay. We need to delegate. We need to teamwork here. So this is modded slightly, right? We're using mostly Vanilla Plus.
I love. Me and Beth were having a big
Slightly.
chuckle about this. Everyone was like, "Yeah, it'll be Vanilla Plus. It'll just be a couple of quality of life mods." And then the mod list grew to 30. And it was like, "Yeah, Roman's
But-
got a problem."
No.
It's a longer list than a mass,
it's-
which had all the Bob's mods in it.
It's totally Vanilla Plus. 20 is vanilla, basically.
Yeah, but it's vanilla plus 30 is what it is.
I didn't say how many plus. I just said Vanilla Plus. So
It's,
It's as close as you
vanilla
can get before you.
It's Vanilla Plus Plus. It's fine.
Yeah.
Plus.
the
Sharp.
the general idea was that we weren't going to do anything that adds new buildings or anything that changes gameplay or new ores, anything like that. It's all just helper mods, autofill, long reach, light, that kind of stuff. And
Yeah,
then-
you'll notice that it is nighttime.
No.
You'll be forgiven for not noticing that because apparently my torch now burns with the fury of 1,000 suns. But sure,
yeah, with good reason.
it is. It is.
It's that military grade torch that is constantly popping up as an ad all over the internet. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but I just constantly get adverts for just this torch, which will blind anything that you pointed at. I don't know why.
Oh, have you seen the?
I love that that's how they sell it. It's like, yeah, this will totally blind anything you pointed at.
But it's just got a picture
hope
of a
that-
forest where the middle of it looks like day because it's just so stupidly bright.
I hope that the ad also says, and I don't know why. It's like, this will blind anything you pointed at, and I don't know why.
We don't know how it's so good. There was something happened in a lab. There was an explosion. Well, this torch was all that was left.
There was a video
Yeah,
I
this is
saw.
what we're equipped with, so we can just see for miles.
SCP levels now.
There's a video on Reddit a while back of a guy who made an LED Uber flashlight. And it practically set the trees on fire when he turned it on, and he could only run it for a minute or something because it would get too hot. There's just so much
Right.
brightness.
We
So
used to, when I worked in a computer repair shop, we used to take the Blu-ray laser out of broken PlayStations and use that to make lighters. That was fun.
That seems safe.
Now, you may be
wasn't.
noticing that people are able to just pick things up miles away. Effectively, one of the mods that we have, the long reach mod, allows you to interact with any inventory or build any way you can see.
yes,
So, yeah, basically, he's made your turret creep thing completely redundant now. I mean, you don't actually have to creep out there. You can just drop the turrets in the middle of the enemy base now.
Yeah,
I didn't
that's
realize
gen-
this.
I'll probably end up
That's
doing
generally
that
considered cheating.
when I get really
I was walking
annoyed.
right up to things, I'm like, oh no, I could just be stood over here and boop.
Yeah.
Eventually I'll get noted with the biters and I'll probably do that, but I'll try to avoid it. Between autofill and long reach, it does make turret creeping pretty darn easy.
Turret
they are
creeping
gonna be-
is very last year, I feel.
Yeah.
They are going to be nerfing your ability to do it though. I don't know whether this has happened or not, but they're putting in like setup times for turrets.
Interesting.
So it takes a certain amount of time before it can start firing.
I give you 5 minutes before Arumba has managed to mod that back out.
Well,
Oh yeah.
these
you
days,
just make the setup time like 0.
these days, I've just not even played with biters enabled. I usually go to a mod that like will allow you to craft alien science goodies, directly. Because
Oh,
Yeah.
Arumba.
I don't know. To me, it's all about building. It's all about the numbers.
I don't like this game.
No, I do. Don't get me wrong. It's
Well,
I
the
only like
changes
this
to the
game
science.
when there's no difficulty. I liked playing Left 4 Dead when there weren't any zombies.
never played Left 4 Dead. Did you know that
you know what?
no autofill you can actually bind a key to now like give stuff to entities even not when you're placing them. So I've bound mine to G so I can just like give fuel to a machine. It's really convenient.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to go to your settings if you want to do that.
Right, so I can see that we're already beginning work on a smelting area. We've got honestly, this map is pretty nice to us.
Such a good start.
Yeah, what do you like
Copper,
about it, CJ?
Iron, stone, and coal right next to us, and surrounded by trees. So pollution is not going to be too much of an issue for a little while.
Fuck
Mhm.
these.
Well, this
That's
is
the worst part.
resource spawner overhauls work, isn't it?
Somewhat, yeah. We do
Yeah,
have.
but you still get shitty starts with RSO.
Yeah, I did turn up the resources size and like strength, like how much is in them, but turned the frequency down even lower. So RSO on its own is going to spread things out, but we're going to have exceptionally spread out resources. I hope.
Yeah, I mean,
Perfect for trains.
Exactly. I love trains.
one thing that we don't have right now is accessible water. We're gonna have to travel quite far to set up our steam stack.
Yeah, we'll make do. Let's see.
I'm gonna head down there now and set up a pump and
Yeah,
To
we
be
can
honest, there's
pipe
so
it
much
back in this
trees
direction,
here.
maybe. For now, at least.
what was that?
I don't know how
sorry?
far the biters are, though. It might not matter to have it over there.
Yeah.
Someone just long reached all the stone. I needed some of that.
That was confusing me when I went over to the coal to grab some. I'm like, oh, there's no coal, but nobody was here. How did this happen?
Yeah. I just watch the numbers floating up above things. It's like, oh yeah, someone just grabbed all of the stone. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see someone systematically grabbing literally all the resources we own.
Probably Arumba.
Yeah, I wonder who that might be.
No, it's not me.
Arumba would never do something like that. He's not greedy.
Okay, so I
What happened
suppose.
to happened to only take half the resources, Arumba? Huh? Happened to that?
Well, that was last campaign. This campaign, they all
New
belong
rules
to
It's a
me.
free for all.
Avex
We're
down
not actually
there.
on the same team. It may look like it. We're existing relatively peacefully right now, but it won't be long.
Oh gosh. Now I have flashbacks to
Someone will
tanks.
join the biters.
Grenades is what I have flashbacks to, Steve
Oh
Joe.
god.
Wait a minute, someone was fucking trying to kill me. So they get a fucking grenade. It was Shen. It was actually Shen. I remember exactly who it was. It was fucking Shen.
Yeah, Shen's he's always been very pugnacious. He would definitely go out. And he's also a bit vengeful.
Yeah, he has.
Hello.
I'll make a pump here. We can just
I have one.
probably
There you
just
go.
pipe it out because getting rid of this is a really densely packed forest. There is no point. Oh, you got one. Good. There is no point in us clearing all of this.
Yeah, I think we're just trying to get like some basic power online so we can do our
Yeah.
first little bit of science.
Yeah,
Are you
exactly.
generating power down there yet? Because already pollution is appearing on that square. Is that just from the pump?
There was one boiler that turned on. They turned on
Yeah, there's
right
one boat
away.
turned on for a boat.
I was wondering if like just pumps generated pollution for a second there.
The pumps shouldn't, but the boiler turns on even if there's nothing connected to it for just a moment while it heats the
Oh
water
yeah,
up.
that's right. I've been trying to find a path through the trees, but of course we can now just walk through things because of one of the mods.
Yep. Vanilla makes it pretty easy, but we also have squeak through, which is
Oh, do we? Nice.
squeak through and entry collision. It's vanilla plus, okay? It's Just a couple. You have to give me my mods, okay? I need them.
Even just vanilla,
I don't think Arumba knows what a couple means. He seems to be using that term incorrectly.
Yeah. So this is Stejo using ghost images, which is awesome. I remember in the past, you couldn't even use ghost placement until you had automation. And then when we were doing some of the major multiplayer stuff, they're like, yeah, ghost images are really good. We should just let that be in from the start. Hotfix, done.
So how do you use that then?
You just
it's just shift.
hold shift while you have an entity in your hand, and then you place a ghost image, and they're permanent. Player placed blueprints or ghost images are permanent forever.
Oh, excellent.
And I think vanilla now has like
forever.
yeah, totally double permanent. It's the redundant office of redundancy.
Never changed.
But they're yeah, I think robot blueprints are like blueprints from a blueprint planner are like an hour now as well. Up from like 5 minutes or 10 minutes or something. So how are you doing this, Stejo? What do we where are we gonna put our stuff here?
How do you mean?
What's your plan? What's your layout? What are we doing?
Just like the usual JG Games one.
Alright. Well, you and I have just got done playing recently, so I guess I understand, but maybe you should explain what you're doing to the other two who we haven't talked to in 6 months. Huh?
Well, we've got a double-sided belt going along the outside, so you've got coal on one side, ore on the other, and then everything goes into the middle. But I've moved away from sideload and stuff. I used to sideload everything, but now there's like a little trick you can do with underground belts that can fully compress a belt.
Yeah, I really like
So you
doing
don't
that
need to
too.
sideload.
Please tell me you're not going to be braiding tunnels.
No braiding, but it's it's this weird little idiosyncrasy with when an inserter tries to place an object onto a belt, if there's no space, it just waits until there's space. But if it tries to place it onto an underground belt, it pushes the items out of the way to make space. So you actually unload onto segments of underground belt to get full throughput.
Ah, I see. So yeah, that's pretty interesting actually.
Yep. Neato.
But officially, braiding belts, scum and villainy. It's
Yeah.
always scum and villainy.
Oh, hey, by the way, we do have RSO radar, so the radar is consuming way more power than vanilla would be. It's 1.2 megawatts on its own.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Realize that.
It's good.
It does help though,
Yeah,
because you don't need like a million of them everywhere.
Yeah.
They take 4 times the power, they can scan 4 times as far. So,
That's pretty useful then.
it just goes really well with RSO. Because things are going to be really far away. We'll need trains.
So, Arumba, now that we've covered the fact that you are addicted to mods, and as a result, there are lots of mods, would you like to tell some of our audience your favorite mods out of the millions of mods that you've added to this vanilla experience?
Sure, yeah. Most of the mods that I really like are made by a guy named Chumiko and also Nexala. They have made pretty much every mod that I find to be like vanilla necessary. So, let's see. Clonin, I think, is the guy who made Auto Deconstruct. He's actually what is he, the forum community manager?
Community
Stejo?
manager, yeah.
Yeah, so he made Auto Deconstruct, really like that one. Auto Trash, I think, was Chumiko. That's the one that actually got incorporated into the vanilla game. It allows you to kind of specify what items you don't want to have in your inventory, which is actually how I always expected logistic requesting slots to work, but Bottleneck's really cool. I don't remember who made that one. I like all of them. Basically, all the mods that we have are like absolutely essential.
All of them.
I can't play the game without these things now. Foreman,
My favorite mod will
made by
still be Tree Collision.
yeah. Chumiko, I think, made Foreman as
you
well.
used to mention that quite a lot. I'm fairly certain that you're pretty sweet on Farl as well, aren't you?
Oh yeah, like Farl is one of those things that you just can't really play without if you want to do any sort of trains. Well, you can, but until you get robots, it's just a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But yeah, Foreman's really good. That
Yeah.
was one of those mods that I spent ages like, nah, I don't want to use it. I don't want to use it. I don't want to use it.
Mhm.
And then
What does Foreman
when
do?
I finally did use it, I liked it.
I don't remember what the keyboard shortcut is by default, but if you actually, just press escape, go to options, go to controls. At the top, there's a tab called mods. And then on the left, somewhere over there, there should be toggle, nope, it's on the bottom right. Toggle Foreman GUI. I have mine bound to F2. So you can actually open that up from the beginning of the game. And this is what they've been talking about they're going to be putting into 0.15, which is persistent blueprints that you can use across saves.
Right.
So,
I see.
this graphical interface up here lets you import blueprints via text string. In the next patch, we won't have to do it via text string because they'll just be persistent, but
They'll just be persistent. Oh, that's pretty cool.
it kind of gives you that functionality. It lets you have blueprint designs that you've made in the past and, like, you know, not have to redo the solar blueprint for the 15,000th time.
Yeah. Plus, you can share it between multiplayer. Like, it's all synced for multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
So if I make one, then you guys get it. Oh my god, we've got auto research, don't we?
Yeah, we do. But we determined first off, we determined auto research is not the cause of the desync that we had in the last session. And also,
It wasn't that. It was just the fact that I put armor crafting on and then wasted my my science facts on fucking armor crafting.
hey, there are biters
So how
out
does
there.
that work then? Do you set up a list of things you want to research through? Or,
Nope.
It just does the cheapest. It just sets the cheapest thing as the next
really?
research. Yeah.
For a while there,
It's
we
pretty
were
helpful for if you forget.
yeah.
Yeah,
For
I suppose so, yeah.
a while back, we had used research Q, which was nice, but then we both kind of found that we were just usually picking the cheapest thing anyway. So who cares? You know, just let it. I just want it researching. Do research. Go. And then in vanilla, they added in the ability to have research is saved automatically. So even if it chooses wrong, you just change it to whatever you want, and the progress is not wasted.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so that at that point it makes it much more viable to have something that is just picking whatever it wants,
Yeah.
because you're not never
was
gonna
a-
make progress.
That was
CJ?
another thing that came from our multiplayer things.
did you know that layout is actually less? It costs more resources to do that than it does to do the one where you have them directly adjacent. Here, real quick, let me give you an example.
Go ahead.
Here we go.
You see how you got the space in between them for the power poles? You end up using
Yes.
more power poles overall versus this setup. And then over here, you'd go like this. If you count them,
But
you've got a third one in the center, yes, but if you count the amount of overall like furnaces that you power with this layout, and actually that's not right.
one, purples are cheap, and two, this looks better.
No, it doesn't look better.
I'm afraid
Oh no,
it does. I'm afraid it does.
All right, fine, whatever you want. I mean, hey, it's team-based thing. Just wait till I get my flamethrower.
I do believe you said whatever he wants, so it's no longer a team-based thing. This is
is a
now like
dictatorship.
possibly a dictatorship, maybe even a monarchy. Were you given your right to make the decisions by God?
Yes.
I need a flame.
Monarchy.
Just need a
He is now
flamethrower.
the king, King
What?
Sijo.
I'm gonna put
Can I
fire
just be God instead?
everywhere. I could burn the building
sure.
down.
Sure.
That's how it worked. I'm sure that's how it worked.
Representative of God, practically the same thing.
Pretty much.
At least in Factorio. I mean, the biters, they'll believe it.
I'll be the one that's coming to cleanse their heresy with fire. As well as the trees. I'm watching you, trees. Don't think you've got these little sleeper cells in our base for no reason.
None
Oh,
of
you're
these
up
trees will survive.
So
They
we're
really
currently
won't.
researching logistics, which is going to give us fast inserters and underground and splitters, which is great.
Currently researching
Now-
nothing. There's no science pack. Oh no, we've got some now.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, I threw a couple in. I'm gonna go work on power. We had no fuel down here.
The first thing we're probably going to want to work on is getting some automation for the science packs.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, once we've got smelting set up, which is, I'll be honest, taking a little bit longer than I was expecting. I'm a little bit disappointed with you guys.
Oh, when we play
Where's
together,
the-
we have like
Yeah.
we play half as fast. It's just a team, and we just always play slower for some reason. Versus solo. Don't know why. Happens every time.
We should
I'm
get
expecting
some
blue science by now.
I know.
Robots everywhere. Rockets being launched.
I think you need to show them how it's done, Bentham.
I'm gonna cut power for just a second. I gotta put a few more boilers down.
I've seen Bentham's campaigns. If you want anything done fast, do not ask Bentham.
I must agree with
he
that
gets
statement.
distracted writing things on the ground with concrete.
But that's important.
Reminds me.
We need our placard. It's essential.
I know.
I'd forgotten I was going
Now-
to set up some stone brick production.
Problem is, he's now got competition in Stejo. Who's going to write it with lights? This is the old
Flashing lights.
The new.
We don't have that technology yet. I have time.
I don't know. You're gonna have to really wow us with your stonework, your stonemasonry.
Problem is, there's not much you can do till you have concrete as well, because all the corners get cut out.
Yeah. Yep.
We've just hit that time.
First world problems, right? Is it
Yes,
already?
I don't know what time you're talking about, Stejo.
I am that guy, Amek. I am.
Do we not have is there no robot anymore? To go beat Blue Padders?
No,
Oh.
you've got Stejo, the bad
no.
guy.
Yeah, no, I
Oh,
haven't.
Steve's the bad guy. I somehow feel that Arumba has set this up so that you and now. Secretly, Arumba's like, Steve's missed this time by like 1 minute already. When's he going to mention it? But he won't mention it because he doesn't want anyone shouting at him.
All right. Well, we've made some good progress. We've got power and science and this whole big array that's not doing anything yet, but I'm sure it'll be awesome when it does.
It will be
And
a
yeah. So with that, we shall say goodbye. Thank you for watching, and we shall see you next time.
Take care, everyone.
In a bit.